Hey guys, just a short project video today. So I finished the Lithuanian Hortzy. So these guys are like armored cavalry, and I guess they were apparently armed with like ranged weapons in addition to the lance. So like some of these guys have wheel lock carbines and bows in addition to their lance, as well as sabers, so pretty well armed. And I decided to do a red and green kind of colors, just to maybe, distinguish them as a unit. So red with green barding on some of the horses. I was thinking about maybe color coding like each unit on the base just with a little stripe, but I haven't decided yet if I want to do that. But yeah, that's one unit complete. And then I got started on, I wish I had made better notes and maybe taken some pictures, but I got started. I think these are supposed to be the Cossack style. So these or Cossack cavalry. I finished one today. You can see him there. He's drawing his sword and he's got a bow and bow on his back as well. So I think these are the Cossacks. I think during my move, I had to get rid of the box to save space, so I don't remember, and I needed to check online, but I think for this unit of 9, I'm gonna do like blue with black kind of accents, just to give them a kind of again, another, not quite uniforms, but just to distinguish them. So I mean, I think this guy's blue is a little too nice, a little too regal, but what the heck, maybe he fought a janissary or looted someone, I don't know. So he's got a nice dark blue coat. Yeah, I guess I'll just reiterate one very small criticism I have of the by fire and sword ranges. I just wish they had on their site better pictures of the painted figures, like close-ups, because and this is more of like my issue, is like I don't know what some of the details are supposed to be, so that would be helpful just to know like what is what and what they're supposed to look like. But again, I'm pretty sure these are the Cossacks, because I also have the other thing in this box set is the Wallachian troops, and I was doing some quick searches on the internet. So this is like more Wallachian style headgear, and I think from the by fire and sword range, the Wallachian guys have their bows out and drawn. So we're making good. And some of them have carbines also. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these are all supposed to be the Vlachs, as they would have been called at the time, with these style hats, which are a little different, and ranged weapons from horseback, I think. So, but hopefully hopefully I have it right. Yeah, so that's what I've got going on here. Yeah, wanted to just share quickly, and in terms of like more stuff coming down, more projects, I did go to a game store, local game store, and I got some new paints. So these are the new Vallejo game colors. I'm trying them out. I just got a couple colors to get started. And also the shop had the older game colors on sale, so I did pick up some of those. yeah, like this brass is nice. I used it a little bit just for some detail on the Cossack sword, and this brown I used to paint paint this guy's horse. So they're pretty nice. I can't tell a huge difference between the new and the old game colors I have, but you know. Oh, and I also got this blue, Imperial blue, that I used for the Cossacks coat. So yeah, I mean, they're nice. Yeah, no complaints. Like I said, I don't really notice a huge difference. Maybe they changed the formula slightly. Yeah, they're fine. I kind of like the old label a little bit better, like the font and stuff, but it's all the same. I mean, the paint's the important part. I did kind of have like a moment of clarity because I did look at the Games Workshop stuff, which is like the only war game that they sold at this store. And I mean, they had some Lumineth, which, you know, the Age of Sigmar High Elves that I worked on earlier on the channel, and just like got a point where I just can't like justify spending $60 on 10 miniatures. I mean, that's like nothing, because earlier this week I was on Curson miniatures, and I was on looking at the US distributor for Fire and Sword, and you know, it was like there was one bundle for Fire and Sword, one box set that's like $100, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I should spend this much money. You know, I need to think about that and make sure, you know, I try and get more of this stuff done. And then, you know, going to the game store today and seeing that stuff for, you know, 10 figures for $100, like, or for $60, I should say. So $10 a figure, basically, or no, whatever. I had 10 figures, $60. So, and whatever that math works out to be. I'm a historian, not a mathematician, sorry. But anyway, I just can't really, I'm not even really angry anymore with that Games Workshop stuff. It's just like, there's no point in spending this kind of money. And especially because I am being paid much better now than I was in Turkey. So, you know, that's good, but like, I don't want to spend this money on miniatures that, you know, I'm only going to play occasionally with, and, you know, the historical stuff is just much more interesting to me anyway. So, I think, yeah, if I do buy, you know, that $60 that I would have spent on 10 figures, I think I can go on Curson and pick up like a lot more stuff for the same amount. And, you know, that guy, that Curson charges, I think, pretty fair prices, and as far as I know, it's like a one-man business. So anyway, that's my little discussion on that. I think I'm gonna continue, and I think I will put in a small order to Curson, because I was thinking about it. I can get the Persians, the Safavid Persians that I want, and I can use them for my Ottomans, some of the units as like Eastern Anatolian levies. So especially like the cavalry, the horse archers, I can use, like especially because I can take the Safavid, basically the Persian equivalent of these guys from Khorasan, that, you know, have swords and bows. They have a similar unit from Khorasan for that Persian range, and I can use them as Ganulu, like Raider cavalry, basically, for this army. The only thing is the bases. I would like to keep buying these bases, and I was trying to find out if there's like a third party that makes this particular type, these bases basically, and what do they, you know, where to get them, but I haven't found them yet. And the American distributor for Fire and Sword, it says they're sold out of the spare plastic stuff bases, so I don't know what to do with that for right now, but I'll figure it out. I think I'll just, yeah, like I said, I might just put in a very small order from Khorasan and paint up some of those Persian figures and see how they turn out, and then I'll have another Ottoman unit basically. Yeah, as I mentioned in the last video, I had a bit of a problem with moving all my collection, and so I got to get like new spears for these guys, but I already talked about that. But other than that, I think this Ottoman Polish project is going pretty well. I can, paint up these 15mm figures quite quickly, and I think when they all come together, both armies, it'll look really great. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you all in the next one. And thank you for watching, and thank you all for your comments.